What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. We're going to jump right into analysis. We're in the chop, but we're still securing them gains. If you've been following me on X and in the group, we absolutely smacked the bottom of BTC at 58K. We had a nice weekly divergence print. The exact level we were looking at here, guys, into the low end of 59 to 58K. We absolutely played that to perfection. I was given longs for that at the end of last month and to start up the month. Cannot really be disappointed whatsoever. Low end wick from way back in February. It was swept originally. We pumped up past 65 into that 67 region. We rejected, put in a clean bearish retest at the low end of the previous range that we were trading in way over here. We flipped that level down. We got long at a logical level right down below with that RSI divergence on the 1 day and that weekly divergence confirmation. All that being said, we are struggling with the previous level that was flipped down. If we were to flip this level to the upside, then we can consider a midline push to 69, maybe 73K, 72, 73K for the summer. But until we break out of this range of consolidation, I don't think anything significant is going to happen. But that being said, there's opportunities to be had. 58K to 64K is a 6K move. You catch that, you take profit, you move on to the next, whether that be lower time frame or higher time frame swings to take positions on. You guys know me, I like to play intraday, but that's not what today's analysis is more about. I'll show you guys my plans intraday, but right now I'm not going to go too much onto what's happening intraday. I'd rather you guys pay attention onto the higher time frame. I'm focused solely on the higher time frame because I want to make sure that we're not getting chopped up. We're more or less just playing extremities when they're meant to be played. And even intraday, like, we caught some nice moves intraday. I did give a re-entry to you guys in the Discord and on X. I said that this 61.6 to 62 region was a long on Monday. It popped up into that 64.7 region. And then we got this price action on the way down. Granted, I did cancel my official longs for this position. I do want to see this 60.3, the 60.6 to 60.2 region react for long from here, and I'll give you those plans. What I expect from here is, again, some chop. I do think that we did lose structure. I know that we lost structure here so far. We haven't closed the 4 hour below this region where I'm looking at. We've been able to hold and flip above this level, so we're trying to do the sort of same thing here like we did on Monday. You know, on Monday it was a lot more exaggerated. If we were to go down a little bit more into this level of demand and bounce off into supply over here, right? Hold this demand, sweep these lows, sweep this low into demand here, go back up into the supply region and reject. I would be interested in possibly re-entering in around that 59 region, or just look for a sweep altogether into the lower end of this trend here, maybe deviate a little bit into the 56, 55 region before flipping it back up. I think that would be a logical solution to the price action that we have right now, which if something like this happens where we move down to 60.6, 60.2 and move up to 62.6, give a good bearish retest entry at that level of supply in line with this confluence zone, I don't really think 59 should be of an opportunity there. I think that should get blown straight through if we're doing something like that. This move might happen before the video is posted. You know, take account to what price action does in the next 24 hours. That being said, it's always good to have a plan for intraday and higher time frame. You guys know how I like to move. You guys know how, I like to position myself. Some coins of interest that we've had recently, Zcash. We were on stream talking about this potential move out of this 12-hour level of demand here. We spoke about this. We had a nice pop on it. I think that Zcash is primed for a move. Just depends on what the market wants to give. We saw a slick rejection at the 500 level of resistance and a rejection way back into this level of demand here. Looking to print a higher low here and hold. If it wants to close with a nice candle on the 12-hour here, I might entertain an entry into daily closing. Want to be a little bit cautious here with entry. I am long on hype, looking to see what happens there. Wouldn't be surprised if we go lower. Wouldn't be surprised if we go higher right now. It's just one of those days where we're midweek, before the weekend. A lot of the action has been happening after weekend concludes. Definitely am interested into that, especially since we have CPI and PPI next week. Implied volatility. There's a chance that we could get some volatile candles in both directions relatively soon. So I want to be ready for that. And judging by yesterday's price action, judging by Monday's price action where we got the pump before CPI and anything really dramatic happened, granted there's economic news of US and Iran again and all that stuff, I definitely want to assume that volatility can be in effect next week. We are in summertime chop, so you don't want to keep any little tight move and sweep out of the equation. These sweeps matter, which is why I like to play them so much. That's pretty much what I wanted to touch up on here when it came to alts. I don't want to really look on too much more. Hype, we did catch, a fantastic move. If you are active on X or in the Discord, we caught a phenomenal move to begin. Like I said, we were looking at BTC at the lows. Hype was printing in a higher low. I was interested in Hype this whole price action, these sweeps. We were in scalps from here. We had a nice scalp here, took profit somewhere along the line there. We weren't positioned. And then we positioned here on this deviation up the trend with BTC monthly just opening. On the weekly time frame, I had this weekly demand drawn out. This weekly candle below that June 22nd candle, we closed that candle below this box where we've seen hold previous. For me, we should have at least retested the midline, which is exactly what we did. We closed above the midline there, and now we're trying to flip it. So, whatever happens here is meant to chop you up. That being said, since we got what I wanted, I took some profits and I'm looking to be a little bit cautious here. My assumption would be that if we retest there, and then maybe reject down lower and then look to reclaim again for longs, I think that this is a logical solution to the price action. Like I said, it would make sense on the weekly. And it's something that I'm naturally watching, especially since my zones of confluence are telling me to just evaluate price action as it comes. Do not be super emotional. Do not be super, flip-floppy with your position, and realize that anything's possible. These sweeps matter and not any trend might continue it. You don't want to be caught in shorting aggressively if we were to sweep here and you think that we're going lower into here. Just say you want to be open to the position that maybe shorts up here have to get taken out first before anything happens. And that's what I'm watching out of this price action now. As for USDT.D, I think it's a super underrated tool not being used by many right now. This was the assumption that I had the other day to start the month, and the absolute inverse is happening to the markets right now. You can see when I click onto BTC, the absolute inverse of the charts are happening right here. For me, USDT.D was a very big factor in my trading in the last bull market of 2021. You had super good confluence because this was super volatile and moving in directions that matter. We're seeing the same sort of thing take place now. If we were to reject out of this region, just like I showed you on BTC, it would make sense that we maybe drop a little bit more into that 60.6 region, 60.2. Then we drop down for USDT.D, giving longs means for profit, means for nice reversal right here. And then would give shorts a good opportunity, would give longs good opportunity to profit on that drop. And then we get a higher low into USDT.D to push up higher into a BTC sweep. That would look something like this on BTC, where we sweep this, we go higher, hold somewhere around here, and break this nice wedge that we're printing here, guys. So that's what I'm looking at. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Let me know where you think BTC is going to be at the end of the summer. I'm interested to see what you guys got to say. I'm going to leave all my links in the description down below. If you do not have access to the indicator, make sure you get it now. I made a step-by-step video on how to get access. Make sure you click that down below. I'll see you guys in the group. I'll see you guys on Twitter. Peace, guys.